Rise and shine with St. James in the morning.
We had hinted to this yesterday. We had a conversation about this totally random dream that I had. And I don't even know. Sometimes, your unconscious just unpacks things you don't expect. And maybe I saw him in the social feed. I don't know what it was, but I dreamed about him and I thought, okay, I got to talk about this. And more importantly, we got to text him and tell him about this because it's so random and so ridiculous. You can't just not tell somebody when your subconscious brings them into a storyline. You got to share the plot with them. So I texted him and he called in. We've got Jones on the line. He's from a group called Calling Glory. I'm sure you know who they are, but just in case you don't, this is what they sound like.
You say that I'm a child of heaven. You say that I'm free, forgiven. You say that I'm yours. You say that I'm yours.
And I know you know that tune. Jones, you there, buddy?
Hey, I'm here. I can hear you.
Oh, man. Okay, I've got to share. I had texted you earlier. I've got a story about a dream that I had, and he texted back and said, okay, I've got to hear this. So here's the lowdown, buddy.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
I had a totally random dream that I had just purchased land in Nashville, and lo and behold, I find out you are my neighbor. And I was super stoked. I'm like, oh, Jones from Calling Glory is my neighbor. This is too cool. Like, I didn't plan on it, didn't know. And then it went south from there. Not long after that, I had bought the land and noticed your landscaping. I'm like, oh, he's got great landscaping. I'm going to have to up my game. So I did. And then for some reason, it's like I could hear your thoughts, and you were thinking, oh, well, that radio guy just improved his landscaping. I got to do mine. Long story short, in my dream, you and I had started this war of landscaping as neighbors.
Well, now, what you don't know is that I have a serious green thumb. I am in a constant battle with a birch tree, 2 Japanese maples, and 2 rose bushes in my yard. So it makes total sense to me. Maybe not for you, but I'm out there with a handsaw or whatever it takes to keep these things in line. The more I cut them, the more they grow, though.
Yeah, it's a constant battle, right? It had gotten so bad that it was one of those things where it was like an unspoken, well, I'm going to do better than him. But in my dream, it went on beyond that. At a certain point, we started getting, like local news channels. We had started getting attention from the local news because it became a thing, right? So you clearly had been gossiping to your circle. I had been gossiping to my circle about our landscaping battle, and it made the news, and then it made Fox News, and it got national, and it became a big thing between the radio guy and the recording artist having a battle of the landscaping. And then, you don't even know this, but you took it next level, bro. I got to tell you about this. So after it had made news, you're like, well, this is kind of a big deal. I definitely got to win. And for those that don't know, Jones is the guitarist, fantastic guitarist, and he brought an electric guitar out with an amp into the middle of my land and started playing horribly and loudly, and he's just blaring terrible guitar, which I imagine would be incredibly difficult for a good guitarist to play bad on purpose, right?
I feel like it would be, but I kind of like part of what you're saying. Put it in an amp outside and just play it in somebody's yard. I'm kind of connected with that.
So here's the theory behind that. In the dream, for whatever reason, we both knew that when you play terrible guitar, it kills your landscaping. I don't know why, but that was your motive. So you went out and played terrible guitar, killed all of my landscaping. I don't know why it didn't kill yours, but only mine. And you won with terrible guitar playing.
I just got to ask, what are you eating for dinner before you go to bed?
I don't know.
I mean, come on. It could be the caffeine, but that's probably the funniest thing I'm going to hear this month at least. Good Lord. I was probably playing Stairway to Heaven over and over and over, just the beginning part, though.
Oh, man.
It was like a trip to Guitar Center.
Yeah, yes, and listening to the first timers, absolutely. Yeah, so for what it's worth, my friend, you didn't even know that you were in a battle, and you won. So congrats.
Well, thank you. Just send trophies or my check or whatever I get. I'll give you my address later. We'll settle up.
Hey, man, while I got you on the line, I know you're working on new music. Can you give us any hints?
Yeah, so we are working on a couple new tunes, mainly some worship music. We are very passionate about worship music. Love it. Been playing it in churches for years. As a band and individually, we all play in our local churches. But, we're writing and recording some new worship tunes this coming July 4th weekend up in a cabin in Gatlinburg. So we're taking all of our families.
Oh, wow.
And we've got a space dedicated for just writing and recording. So hopefully we'll have some new worship tunes out here before too long. But we can't wait to share with folks.
Oh, that is so cool, man. So cool. Well, that is Jones from Calling Glory. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning, man. I appreciate you calling in.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. That was so funny, and it was awesome that you had that dream and you shared it with me. So,
Well, I'm sure my therapist will agree. I'll have another one in no time flat. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just in honor of Jones and Calling Glory winning the landscaping battle. I'm going to play one of my personal favorites from them. This is Child of Heaven from Calling Glory on the new Shine 95.7.
Some people say that I'm crazy.